What's up, witches? It's the Lunar Priest. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be talking about the angel number 222 today. But before we get started, make sure that you've liked and subscribed. Follow me on Instagram. I write a lot of blog posts too on thelunarpriest.com, so if you ever need a quick reference, you're more of a written learner. Probably not because you're on YouTube, but if you are, go over to my blog channel. Let's hop right into angel number 222. So if this has been arising a lot for you, there's a few different things that it could be symbolic of. So take what you like, leave the rest. You know the drill. Starting off with the root number that exists in 222, obviously it is 2. So we have 2 showing up as a symbol of balance, as a symbol of self-reflection, understanding that, you know, your actions and you are kind of 2 separate things. You could be kind of getting ready to make some significant life changes in the way you behave, the way you perceive things is starting to change. You want to integrate yourself in a different way into your relationships, into your job, into your work life. You're starting to understand that the self is separate from everything that the self does. Everything that the self has manifested up until this point has been completely up to you, and you're awakening out of the matrix, if you will. You're starting to understand that you are the one in charge, and spirits around you are acknowledging that you are also in charge. So things that are in your highest and best, your guides, the universe, spirit is also recognizing you as an awakened being. They know that you know that they're around, and they're kind of welcoming you to start to talk to them. You've kind of taken 2 steps along the path. You're not just 1 foot in, you're all the way on the other side now. You're ready to take on certain new things, new relationships, love life, new jobs, new opportunities are starting to get closer and closer to you. That creative energy is also getting closer to you. So even if it feels like this is sort of a void space, this is sort of a time of a lot of contrast, you're facing a lot of polarity, like, yes, I'm awakened, but I'm still struggling with X, Y, Z. I'm having a hard time getting these things in order. I'm having a hard time getting my mental state on track. I have a lot of trauma that I'm still working through. I have a lot of things that I need to understand and integrate about myself before these other things can truly be felt, seen, and heard by me. And that's okay, and you're going to have the time and the space that you need to do that. So just kind of give it over, you know, give it to God, give it to the universe. Let something bigger than you take the reins, because it is now a mindful collaboration between you and God, universe, you and your higher self, you, the universe, whoever's out there that you're talking to hears you, understands you, and wants you to have a little bit more faith and trust in them. 2s, to me, have always been about trust. If we look at the tarot cards, there's a lot of trust required when we move through the medicine of all of the 2s of the tarot. 2 is a very feminine, yin, sacred, silent, still number. Again, it's reflective, it's polarities, it's contrast. You have to have a profound ability to hold space if you are going to be a witness to that level of contrast and polarity without judging or comparing. So it takes a lot of mental endurance. It takes a lot of compassion and groundedness to really sit in the energy of the 2, because it requires us to see so many different things without overly identifying with them. So again, you're starting to realize that you are separate from your identity even, and you're kind of having this ego death of 222s arising a lot, and that's allowing you to shed things that no longer serve you. And if you're wondering, how am I going to shed, you know, X, Y, and Z, don't worry. The universe acknowledges you as long as you acknowledge the universe. Your angels can't step in unless you ask them to step in. So now is a great time to say, I need your help with X, Y, or Z, and the things that I don't even know about, I need your help there too. I give you permission to intervene in my life only in my highest and best alignment and in absolute grace with no unintended consequences. I call in, you know, my divine support team to support me. And you can also just listen to me say that and say, so it is. Amen, sister. Okay. But other than that, 222 in terms of love can mean that someone is there for you. You probably have already recognized them. You've probably already acknowledged that it's time to start to open the gates, let some romance in, let some more love in. For those of you that are already in a relationship, you're starting to see that more is probably possible between the two of you. Again, building a love altar, doing a little love spell work at this time, having more sacred pleasure, having more compassion through the discomfort, and being willing to break toxic patterns inside of yourself, those responses that seem to be out of your control. It's time to kind of let those go now so that you can be a more compassionate, wise being for those that you love and those that want to be in your life. Also, if you have any addictions, if you have any habits, if you have any anger issues, those things are going to start to make their way out of your life. Even if you can't do that today, even if you're not willing to fully look at that, it's a great day and a great time if 222 is arising to say, you know what, help me do this in grace. I need help. I need help with getting rid of anything that's holding me back from my highest and best path, and I trust the divine to help me do so in a way that really suits me, and I'm willing to stay open-minded in breaking those habits and those patterns if it means attaining, you know, the love and the desire and the beauty that I deserve. And I'm looking for a sustainable way to do this so that I can keep those awesome things in my life while also keeping a steady circulation of the old leaving and the new coming in, while also retaining the wisdom in the meantime. So I hope that this short, simple 222 video helped you. If it did, leave a comment below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!